Hi, I'm Caleb Dane, and I want to show you how to make a pattern in FL. Let's get into it. So right here, when you get into FL, if you're new, let me show you how to start a song. The first thing you need to know is patterns. So to open them, it's also called your channel rack, but that's confusing, so let's call it patterns. Let's stick with that. So if we open it up, it's going to show over here in this little window, based on the icon, what it is. So if you're confused on where to find it, hover over one of these and look over here on the left hand side and it'll show you exactly what it is. Okay, and that goes for everything in FL. Okay, so let's get into a pattern. So the first thing, open this up, ready to make a song. You have an idea in your head, you hear a beat, or maybe you heard a song and you're like, man, I really like that beat, I want to try playing with that kind of idea. Okay, so this song's going to be a hip hop just because it's what most people want to learn, so we're going to start with it. So what I did is I've gone ahead and I've clicked in a pattern, but I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so open this up, right? It's F6. Learn that shortcut. It's going to save you a lot of time. You want this program to be part of your body. You don't want to be thinking about where these things are. You want it to be like you're playing a song on a piano, and every single key that you hit, you know what you're going to hit. You're not thinking about, oh, I'm going to hit that key, then that key, then that key, right? You're playing. You got to know it to play it, okay? So let's go over here. On this left-hand side, I got this auto hiding. Yours probably isn't if you've just installed the program and you're getting started. You're going to go in and you're going to pick some sounds. It's going to, so let's go ahead and pick some sounds. So what I've done is I've picked a hat, a clap, and a kick. Okay, these are the three parts that you need to make a beat. Okay, three basic things. You could probably even do without the hat. Okay, but we're gonna make it three. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this hi-hat pattern that I've done, and notice that it's consistent. It's the same every click. Okay, you'll understand what I'm talking about the more I get into it. So let's go ahead and listen to that and hear what that sounds. Okay, so that's what that sounds like. Let's go ahead and add a clap in there. Okay, the clap or the snare of the song is that consistent part that's going that you want to clap to, right? If you listen to any song, you can clap to it, right? It might be like this, or it may be half that rhythm or half that time. Okay, so let's listen to the one that I put in here. So I'm going to solo it by right-clicking on this little circle right here, and I'm going to solo it so we can only hear that part. Sorry, that's the kick. Let's do the clap here. So this is the clap. Okay, notice how it's repeating. It's the same every time. Really simple. Normally the claps start on the beginning of the gray, right? So let me show you. This is the gray, this is red. So they normally start at the beginning of a gray. I like to do them that way so they're consistent, right? Claps typically are consistent. Right, that's double time. So let me go back to what we had it. So we got beginning here and beginning here. It's got to be the same or it's going to sound weird. That's the number one thing I want you to take away from this. You need to be consistent. Hear the beat in your head. Hear it or beatbox it out, right? So you know where to click in. And remember, snares are always on the beginning of a bar, right? This is a bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this would be an 8-bar loop. Okay, you can tell because it's separated by that, by the color changes. Okay, but the beginning is where the clap should go, or the snare should go. Okay, so remember that. Watch this video again so it can sink into your head a little bit. Okay, so let's do the kick next. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add it. Well, let me do the kick next. Here's the kick. Let you listen to that by itself. I soloed it. Right, you need to hear that. You need to hear that melody, that tempo, that rhythm in your head so you know what you want it to sound like once you click it in, right? It's a lot easier if you can think about what you want to make. One of the things I did when I was starting out, I would come in here and I just start clicking stuff in. But you need to have an idea before you go into it. Otherwise, you're going to get discouraged by not hearing something that sounds good because you don't know what you're after. Okay? So have an idea. Go into it with a good idea. Copy another song at first. Like pick your favorite song. Pick a song that has a rhythm and a beat that you like, that you want to copy. You might want to change the melody, whatever you want to do, but start with something and experiment there. So you start seeing the patterns, right? So let's go ahead and add everything together and let's listen to that. So this is everything playing. Notice everything's green over here. Let's go ahead and push play. Right? Okay, now, once you have a pattern finished, the next thing you can do is go into the playlist editor and make multiple patterns, okay? So this is one pattern, okay? This is one loop. So now I want you to hear what it sounds like when you start stacking them, right? So I put together another pattern here. I'll let you listen to it by itself. It's just a little chant pattern. Sounds pretty bad by itself. And then over here I have this other pattern with it's a little melody with some bells and some weird sounds. Listen to it. It has an old school Dirty South sound. They like to use bells if you listen to that music. So what I'm going to go ahead now and do is I'm going to add everything together. Notice right here I have this light is on. This is looping this channel or this pattern, okay? So when I click out of this, notice how there's a cursor that appears right here. So I'm going to click it, notice how it goes away, notice how it came back, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and play everything together that I've stacked here. Okay, so that's basically it to patterns and loops. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want me to produce more content like this, or there's a question, or there's something specific that you want me to explain for you, please leave a comment below. Subscribe. I'm going to put out a video every single week with new content. And if you guys comment enough, give me enough energy back, I'll feed you back and put out more content. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again.